everyone! So today I have another edition for my animal charm kind of series, and this cute little monkey also has a banana, which is so cute, and it is a bobblehead charm. So I believe this is the second bobblehead charm in my collection, but anyways, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you love animal charm figurines, and also so I know that you guys want me to make more. Also leave me a comment down below of any other animal ideas that you have. I am working on getting a unicorn done. I'm not too sure how that's coming out yet, but anyways, now without further ado, let's get started. So today you will need any type of loom. Today I'll be using a rainbow loom. You'll also need colors in brown, tan, or peach, it doesn't really matter, black, and if you want to make the little banana, you'll also need yellow and black. So band count, you will need approximately 64 bands for the monkey's body, 28 bands for all of the tan detailing in the monkey's body, 2 black for the eyes, and then for the banana you'll need 6 yellow and 2 black. You'll also need a hook. I'm using a rainbow loom metal tipped hook, and all my supplies here that you see today are from rainbowloom.com, including the hook. And these 2 colors of bands came in the mixed skin tones pack from the website, and basically it just comes with a bunch of different colors. I've put mine into a different container since I use these colors often and just want the convenience of having a lid. But basically these are all the colors that you'd get in a pack of those bands, just in case you were wondering. So anyways, now without further ado, let's get started. So since this is a bobblehead charm, we will be making the head and body separately. So first off, we're going to start with the head. So you're going to take your brown bands for this, and for everything that we put on our loom today, we're going to be using double bands unless otherwise stated. So take double brown bands and go vertically, and then go again on the left here. Put some brown bands here so I don't have to reach all the way around, and go like this. So double bands for all of that, so you should have this pinwheel sort of shape here. And now we are going to go ahead and go vertically on all 3 pins here, sets of pins. Just like that. So you should now have something like this. And now we are going to go ahead and go vertically on all 3 sets of pins one more time using double brown bands again. Like that. So your loom should now look like this, and we are going to use some of our skin tone bands now, or tan bands, and you're going to use double of these and go vertically on all 3 sets of pins. Just like that. So you should now have something like this. And still using double bands, we're going to go vertically just in the center so we can kind of round off the face here. And then we're going to close it off by using double bands still and going diagonally on these 2 pins, and then diagonally on the right 2 pins. So you should have something like this now. Lastly, we are just going to add a count band right here. You're going to take just 1 single band of the tan color and wrap it around this bottom pin 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3. So you should have something like this now. We're going to go ahead and scoot our loom down and start on the body. So for the body, we are first going to go vertically using double bands with our 2 brown bands here. Like that. Then we're going to open up the figure again, like how we started the head, and go outwards, and continue outwards again. So you should have something like this now. Now we are going to go vertically using double brown bands, but only on the outside 2 sets of pins. So on the right, as well as, on the left, goodness, getting my directions all mixed up, but on the left and also the right here. And then in the center, we are going to use a double of our tan colored bands, like that. So for the next 3 sets of vertical pins, we are going to be using just tan. So you're going to use double tan bands and go vertically for all 3 sets. Like that. Now we are going to go ahead and do another 3 set of vertical double bands. However, we're going to use brown this time. So like that. Now we are done with the body here. However, we're going to make the legs now. So you're still going to use double brown bands for this, and you're going to go vertically only on the left and right side. We're going to leave the middle pin bar alone. So vertically on the left, still using double bands. Vertically on the right as well, like that. And do that one more time for the next 2, the last 2. We have just the right amount of pins for this. Like that. So just as a little overview of the loom so far, you should have something like this right now. And obviously we didn't change anything with the head, but we're going to go ahead and add on arms now. So you're going to still use double brown bands, and you're going to go vertically on only the left and right pin bars. So vertically, vertically again, and do that one more time. So like that. So now we are going to add cap bands on the arms and the legs. So what you're going to do is just take a single brown band and you're going to wrap it around each of these 2 pins 3 times. So single brown band, and I'm just wrapping it around this right pin first 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3. Same with the left pin. 1, 2, and 3. So once you finish wrapping the bands around those 2, you're going to scoot down to the very bottom of your loom and add 2 cap bands on to each of these left and right pins. Remember, 1 band at a time, 3 times around. 1, 2, and 3. And then on the left side, you're going to go 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3. So you should have something like this now. And we're going to go up to the very top of our loom and add on the ears. So for this, we're going to use brown bands again. And monkeys have pretty small, tiny ears. So we are going to take 1 brown band, put it vertically on the left and right pins here, but you're going to stretch it out slowly so you don't break the band, and you're going to double loop that. So twist it and fold it over onto itself again, like that. Do the same thing on the left side, so stretch it across the 2, pull a little bit so that way you can twist it and lay it back onto itself, like that. So once you're finished with that, you're going to take 1 brown band and we're going to wrap it around each of these 2 pins, but we're going to wrap it around 4 times now. So take a single brown band, sorry my elbows are up on the table, but wrap it around 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Do the same thing to the other side. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you should now have something like this. And we're going to go ahead and add on the eyes now. So we're going to go on these 2 pins here. Take 1 black band at a time, and you're going to wrap it around each of those pins 4 times. So on this pin, you're going to go once, twice, 3 times, and then the last one here is the 4th one. Oh goodness, I let go of that one. 4 times. There we go. So you do the same thing on the left side 4 times around. 1, fell off the pin. I am not good with my bands today. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you should now have something like this. And now we're going to add on the little cheeks here for the monkey. So you're going to take some of your cream bands here. So first off, we're going to take a single cream band, Wrap it around your hook 3 times. So you should have something like this now. Then you're going to take double of your cream bands, so 2 of them, slide them onto your hook, and then you're going to take these 3 rings and pull them on to the double bands here. So you should have something like this now. Now you're going to slide them onto the 2 vertical pins right here. So put the bottom one on this bottom pin here. Keep my loom from sliding around. And then put the top one on these top pins here. So that way you've split it across those 2 like that. So now we are going to do that same process one last time for the right side. So you're going to wrap this around your hook 3 times, 1 single cream band or tan band, whatever color you're using. Then you're going to take double bands and slide the 3 rings onto these double bands. So just grab these and pull them off of your hook and onto the double bands here. Then you're going to split this across the 2 vertical pins here, across these 2 pins, and then we're finished with that. So now we are going to go ahead and add on some horizontal bands. So go ahead and push all your bands down just to make this process a little bit easier. And we're going to start at the top of our loom. So first, for this whole process of putting on horizontal bands, we are going to use single bands. So we're not going to use 2 bands at a time anymore. So for the first one here, we're going to do our first one on these 3 pins. So you're going to take a single brown band, stretch it across these 3 pins here. However, you're going to lightly pull out a little bit so you don't break the band. Don't pull it too fast. Then you're going to twist it and lay it on top of itself. So we're going to double loop this. Like that. Next, we're going to double loop the next one as well. So you're going to take a single cream band this time, stretch it across these 3 pins, pull just a little bit, twist it, and lay it back onto itself. So double loop this one as well. So the first 2 bands are double looped. Now before we add on the next cream horizontal band, we've got to make the nostrils. So you're going to take 2 brown bands. You're going to use 1 at a time. So you're going to put 1 on this bottom pin here, and you're going to wrap this around 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you wrap that 1 brown band 4 times around the bottom right pin, and do the same thing to the bottom left. Goodness, getting tongue-tied. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you should have something like this now. And we are now going to add on a cream band that goes horizontally, so stretch this across. And we're not going to have to double loop any more of the bands, so just stick that on. You don't need to double loop that. Go down to the body now. We are going to use cream bands first, or 1 cream band first. So take a single cream band, stretch it across these 3 pins, just like that. No need to double loop. Take a single brown band next and stretch it across the next 3. And then lastly, this one's going to be a little bit different. You're going to take a single brown band, start on the left, dropped that, start on the left, but we're going to take both ends and go around the top pin here. So as you can see, it's going around, and then stick the end onto this bottom right pin here. So you should have something like this now. So now we have to make the tail, and unfortunately we do have to use our hands to make this. I apologize to some of you guys who aren't as good as using hook and hands together, but anyways, you're going to take a single brown band and wrap it around your hook 4 times. 4. So you should have something like this. Now you're going to take a single brown band and double loop it like that. Slide it onto your hook and pull these 4 loops onto this band here. Like that. Then you're going to take the end that's on your finger and slide it onto your hook so you have a single link like that. You're going to repeat this process until you have a total of 8 links. You can make it shorter if you'd like. I would recommend no shorter than 6 links, but you can also make it longer. However, I know that some of you who do have trouble with it might want to end yours early. So just continue this process until you've got a total of 6 to 8 links. Double loop all of the bands here, so two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I've completed 8 links, and it's okay if you're still not here yet. You can always pause the video, just take your time. So anyways, we are now going to slide over back to our loom, and these bands we are going to place on this pin right here. So carefully, I just like to stick my finger through the little loop and slide this on to the bands, to the pin here, using my hook and hands like that. So you should have the little tail here. And now we can go ahead and start some small hooking processes. So for this, we're going to actually start at the top of our loom, and we are first going to hook the ears. So for this, you're going to go inside the cap band, circle around to the right, grab the bands here, and then carefully pull them off of the pin and hook them downwards. So hooking downwards can be a little bit tricky, so just be careful, but you're going to do the same thing to the left side. Go through here, pick up 2. I like to circle around so it's easier. Make sure the cap band doesn't fall off, and put that downwards. Now we're going to go ahead and hook the 2 eyes. So basically what we want to do is cinch the band here in the center. So you're going to grab as many loops as you can of the black. If you have a plastic hook, I definitely recommend grabbing just one at a time. But you're just going to grab the black loop and pull it over. Don't go inside any bands to do this, stay on the outside. But just grab some black links and pull over. So you should end up with something like that. So it does not matter how many you pull over at a time, as long as they all end up being like not on the pin anymore, on the band. So do that process again for the left. Pull those over like that. So I now don't have any more black bands that are here on the pin. They're all over and on the band here. So we're going to do the same thing for the 2 nostrils here. So basically just grab some and pull over. Again, it doesn't matter how many you pull over at once, as long as they all get pulled over. Like that. So you should now have something like this. And go ahead, scoot your loom down. We're going to hook the arms now. So you're going to go inside this cap band here, circle around so that way you can grab this band here. Grab those 2 bands actually, and hook them downwards, just like that. Do the same thing one more time. Go inside these bands here, circle around and grab the bottom 2 bands. Pull those off of the pin very carefully and place them downwards like that. So you should now have something like this, and we're going to do that one more time for the right arm. So go inside the cap band, circle around, grab the bottom 2, and hook downwards. Do the same thing one more time. Go inside, circle around, grab the bottom 2, pull them off of the pin, and hook downwards like that. So you should now have something like this. If you're not to this point yet, please take your time, go ahead and pause the video, but now we are actually going to start the entire hooking process here on the body. So we're going to start on the bottom left pin, go inside the cap band, grab the bottom 2 bands, hook upwards. Same thing to the right side, inside the cap bands, grab the bottom 2, hook upwards, just like that. Now we're going to do the same thing again upwards, and upwards again. Now we're starting to get to the actual body part because we just finished the legs. So you're going to go inside everything here, inside the horizontal band, and grab the very bottom two bands, hook upwards. Now I'm going to hold the tail down. You're going to go inside all these bands here for the tail and grab the bottom two bands. Let's see if I can get those real quick. There we go. And hook those upwards. And then on the right pin, go inside this horizontal band, grab the bottom two, and hook upwards like that. So from here on out, this is a pretty easy process. Just make sure you hook all the bands going vertically. So go inside, grab the bottom two, hook upwards. Same thing. And then same exact thing for the right side. Like that. Now we're going to do the same thing for the next three vertical bands. Like that. And then we're going to close off this figure. So I'm going to start on the left, go inside the bands for the arms and grab the bottom two. And then hook those over to the left. Now go inside the bands for the arms, grab the bottom two again, and hook these to the center. Lastly, I'm going to go inside all these bands here and grab just the bottom two. I got the first one, and hook those vertically. So just like that. So your loom should now look like this. And we're going to go ahead and remove everything off of the body except for this neck part. So remove everything except for what's on this pin right here. So you should have something like this now, and we're going to hook only some of the face here, and then we're going to attach the body, which gives the bobblehead effect. So if you are a speedy loomer like me, please do not speed ahead during this part because we are going to stop in the middle of hooking process at the beginning. So anyways, we're going to go inside the cap band first on the face, grab the top two other than the cap band, and place these on the right. The next ones are going to the left, just like that, and the last two are going vertically, like that. So after you're finished with those three steps, we're now going to add the body. So you're going to grab the bands here on your hook, all of them, so you should have something like this, and we're going to place it on this center pin right here, the middle pin. So slide all these bands off your hook and place them in the center. So you should have something like this now, so it goes kind of in the middle here. After that, I'm going to tilt my loom up so that way you can see, but you're going to go inside all these bands here, grab just the bottom two, and hook these vertically. So you should have something like this now. Now we're going to hook the left and right sides here, so back to the bottom. You're going to go inside all the bands, including the bands that are attached to this little loop here. You're not going to be hooking these bands here. So you're going to go inside everything and then grab the bottom two bands only and hook those vertically like that. So same thing for the right side. We are not going to be hooking these bands that are attached to the little cap band here in the center. So you're going to go inside all of the bands and grab just the bottom two only. Like that. After that, the rest of the hooking process you can speed ahead if you are a quick loomer. So just grab the bottom two and hook forward for all of them. Sorry, my elbows always rub on the table. Makes funny squeaky noises. Okay, so on the last set of three here, just hook vertically still. Okay. Lastly, we're going to hook the bands inwards to close it off. Start on the left, and then go to the right. Like that. So now we are going to hook the last vertical band, so go inside all the bands and grab just the bottom two. Got one. Go for another here. like that. So you should have something like this now. At this time, you can add a C-clip onto those. Otherwise, you can tie a slip knot. I'll show you how to do that. Basically, don't go inside of any band, stay on the outside. Grab the bottom two here and pull over the pin and release. Then grab the remaining two bands and give those a little tug, and you're finished. So at this point, you can remove everything off of your loom. Now we are just going to reach into the sides of his face and pull out whatever cap bands were there, like that. And just pull everything outwards a little bit. So you should have something like this. Pull this over to the side, make the face wider. So with the bands, you can kind of manipulate the face a little bit to make it a little bit more like oval to the wider side. So you get something like this. Tilt the ears out to the side as well to make it look more like a monkey. And then you can make the tail a little bit more prominent if you'd like by pulling it to the side. And then you should have slightly long arms and legs, like a monkey does have longer arms and legs. So just like that. So now we are going to go ahead and make the banana. First off, we are going to start off with our loom with arrows pointing down. Take a single black band and double loop it across here. So twist it on top of itself. Then you are going to take a single yellow band, double loop it as well. Like that. Then for the next two sets of bands that we put on, you're going to use double bands. So two bands vertically. Two bands again. Lastly, you're going to take a single yellow band, double loop it, like that. Then you're going to take a single black band, wrap it around the bottom pin 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just like that. Now you can just hook all the way vertically, so just hook like normal. Like that. To finish off the banana, you're going to tie a slip knot, so grab the bottom 4 bands here, or 2 bands, bottom 2 bands here. Pull them over the pin and release. Give that a tug and pull everything off. And you're finished with this cute little banana. So to attach the banana onto the monkey, I just like to find the little cap band circle here and then just slide this through. So pull on this a little bit. Pull that through so that way it holds onto the banana. You can kind of curve the banana a little bit so it looks curved like that. But anyways, we are now finished. So I hope you like your super duper cute little monkey charm. I know I do. I love the cute little banana edition. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if it helped you out, and also hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already. Find me on all my social media sites linked down in the description box below, especially my Instagram, because I always post updates on what's coming up on my channel and stuff like that. So anyways, once again, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next tutorial. Bye! Find the opening and then I dropped my